everybody, welcome back to another episode of Last Day on Survival. Today we return, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are having an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic day of the most amazing Friday, because today we have some absolutely fan-freaking-tastic news that I think you guys are going to like. Boom! What you guys are seeing right here is a question posed at Cloud, a member of the development team over at Kafir, earlier today by Shade, with the question, any news on the burglar skill update? To which Cloud replies, yes, it's very soon. So while this might not be a ton of info given what we already know in the game, this does reveal a little bit, because in case you guys don't know, in this latest update 1.11.5, one of the things that was added was that massive skill overhaul. That was actually pretty much the entire update, and with it some new skills as well, including this little thing right over here known as the burglar, which allows you to pick master locks. Now that's actually the level 3 version. I think level 1 lets you pick basic locks, level 2 lets you pick advanced locks, and level 3 lets you pick master locks. And by the sounds of it, the update that is going to let us actually utilize this skill, because currently it does not do anything in game. Some people are saying that it might be able to like pop open safes, for example, but you cannot open up safes on a raid or anything. Speaking of raids, by the way, we have a super juice-delicious raid lined up for just a little bit later today. No need to worry about that. But back to what we were saying, it does appear that the update that is going to be allowing this skill to finally be usable is actually very close within the future, because I mean, Cloud was saying, yeah, it's very soon, and given the fact that there's not really any other updates being teased at the moment, besides obviously all the teasers going around the outpost, which, like I'm saying, a lot of signs with that outpost update are pointing towards that kind of being the next big boy update that we get. But it does appear that this burglar skill might be coming in handy before that, or maybe it'll come in handy somehow within the outpost update itself. But I think it being kind of like its own smaller update first is a little bit more likely, and what it is most likely going to do is introduce 3 types of chests that are going to be openable, because I believe within the past it was revealed from Cloud or some other member of the Kafir development team that they're going to be used to open up some sorts of locked chests or something along those lines. So given the fact that there's 3 skill levels, it does appear that there's gonna be like 3 tiers of different chests we're gonna be able to pop open with the burglar skill, and we can expect that within a future update within the near future, which is always great news if you ask me. And the question is, where will these chests be coming in handy? Because I don't think it's a new location, otherwise they would have actually been teasing something about this new location a little bit more, because Kafir has been a little bit on the hush side besides all of the outpost teasers and a couple of the updates that we have gotten recently. So unless it might, like, I don't know, man. They could, I think what I'm leaning towards is that it might just introduce new types of chests throughout the world, like within like randomly generated zones. I think that might be relatively likely. And today's bunker code, in case you guys are in need of it, 10756. If that's out of date by the time you're trying to put it in, make sure to check that comment section down below. Phone up to date version brought to you by the fan-freaking-tastic community here at the Snipe Gang. But yeah, I just want to know where these chests are gonna be, because there's a couple of places obviously we could potentially see maybe more chests being added over here to the bunker. Maybe some will be locked, and as a result of those locked ones, I'm guessing the higher level lock you need to open it, by the way, will lead to better loot as well. So definitely a lot of cool stuff coming together with this. So this is gonna be a pretty cool update within the future that I'm looking forward to, and I definitely want to go ahead and share that info for you guys and actually ask you guys about it as well, because I want to hear your guys' thoughts around where you think that the chests and just in general where this skill is going to be coming in use, because like I'm saying, it does appear it is very much so close on the horizon, which is always a great sign. But we don't exactly know where on the horizon it is and where those chests will be. And like I'm saying, I think some of the more common areas that they could be. Let's see what we got in here. Let's freaking go. Okay, mini Uzi from the green ticket crate. That makes me a happy camper. Thank you kindly. What about Mr. Yellow Ticket? Okay, dude, let's freaking go. Our luck today is nutty. We didn't get an engine part out of the first one, though, which is kind of mad. But, dude, all of these mini Uzis that we're getting on top of at least one engine part and a couple of other good loots, Things are going pretty Millhouse right now, and after we kill this blind one, we will have a red ticket crate to boot along with it all that we are going to have a huge ton of pleasure popping on open. But dude, I just want to have the pleasure of hearing what you guys got to say around this burglar skill, because we do know that it is coming close within the future, and I'd love to hear what you guys think around that, because given the fact that he did say it's very soon, I imagine it's going to be one of, if not the next update that we see, because they haven't really been teasing much, and this is kind of like the best teaser that we've gotten for whatever the future update might hold. Because we do know, like, a lot of people thought, me included, that there would be a Chinese New Year update, but from what we learned within just the last episode, it does appear that the Chinese New Year event is going to be not really an event, but more so just some of the items and the chopper skin within the store, which then comes to question, like, okay, if there's no Chinese New Year event on the horizon, this is kind of the only thing we've heard about besides the outposts, and the outposts are definitely not as close, because given the sheer size and magnitude of that update, that is going to be one of the biggest updates Last Day on Earth has gotten in a minute. They'd definitely be teasing it a little bit more hardcore, because within the past, Kafir, every time that there's been a super massive update, they've gone pretty hardcore on teasing it, and rightfully so, because whenever there's something huge coming to the game, you want to be getting people hyped up for it. So that's why I'm also thinking that this whatchamacall, burglar / lockpicking skill will be coming in handy, but it's going to be coming in handy on a smaller basis, and it's going to be like a smaller type of update. And given that, I don't think it might, like, I mean, it could still be like a new location. Like, let me know what you guys think regarding that, but my thoughts are that it might just kind of introduce new types of chests out there in the world that we can only open with this skill, and the loot that those chests will contain will be much better than the unlocked counterparts. And maybe these chests also will be introduced throughout locations, and potentially maybe some of the bunker floors could become like bunker floor 5 and 6, and the loot that those things will eventually need to carry. But go ahead and let me know what you guys think in that comment section down below. Your guys' thoughts on my thoughts, your guys' own original thoughts, anything else surrounding this that you want to go ahead and toss on in. Let's have a super dope discussion down there about what this burglar skill is going to introduce, because 1.11.5 introduced the skill in the first place, and it's already looking like it's going to be getting put to use very soon. So I'm looking forward to anything that we can talk about regarding this. And reminder that that comment is going to put you 1/3 of the way into we get $12 iTunes Play Store gift card giveaway. All you got to do as well is make sure to like button, make sure subscribe, that will enter you in on today's video. Y'all can go ahead and enter in on every single Last Day on Earth video. When Saturday rolls around, we'll pick a random video for the past week, pick a random comment from that random video, and that will be the winner for the week, and we'll kick off a new weekly giveaway that exact same Saturday as well. So make sure you stay tuned with that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest of Last Day on Earth information, such as that which we were able to share today, because sometimes this info doesn't necessarily come out as like a huge announcement, like across like their Twitters and whatnot. Like sometimes it's a little bit more low-key on the information side, but it doesn't matter how low-key or how high-key it is. Anytime new info is out, let's freaking go. Let's double freaking go. That's the loot I like to see. But anytime any type of, regardless of level, key info comes out, we are going ahead and making sure that your guys' ears hear about it. If there's any new info coming out in the form of screenshots and all that, we're making sure your guys' eyes see it. And not just that, we are also breaking it down, connecting it to information released in the past to give us the clearest look at future updates, when they are gonna come, what to expect out of them, and all that type of jazz. And right now, you guys can expect a whole ton of death for our buddy, the blind Van. The Van who is blind. That is what some like to refer to him as, but I like to refer to him as the one who's about to be dead. I mean, no, I don't kill the blind one. I'm his nutritionist. I just make sure he doesn't snack on these bodies too hard, and then I put him to sleep. It just, you know, he needs sleep. He's sleep deprived, like a college student, almost like me. And let's go ahead and start shooting some bullets up in here. Speaking of which, I'm very sorry, by the way, that today's video is going out a little bit on the later side. I've literally been spending all of today cranking out on homework that spent way longer to get done than I anticipated. So like I'm saying, I am very, very sorry about that, because I did not want it to go on this long. And no snacks for you, because like I said, where's the nutritionist? We don't want him eating his snacks right before his bedtime, and we're also helping put the fella to the bedtime in the first place. But yeah, today's been a huge struggle, so I'm very sorry as well that only one video went out. I really wanted to get some 7 Days to Die out, but I was not foreseeing all of this homework taking so freaking long, which was a huge bummer. So I think first thing tomorrow, I'm going to try to have a 7 days to die video out. I know Grimsoul got an update as well. I think we're going to be checking that out. I think it was like a pretty big one too, so that's going to be pretty cool. So we got some pretty hype stuff to be checking out. So keep your eyes and ears peeled on the other videos going up on the channel as well, which is, by the way, another great reason to have that notification bell hit, because it will keep you guys in the loop with those. And every single video y'all can enter in on for that weekly giveaway, not to mention as soon as anything new comes out within the game, whether that be a new update, which is always a ton of hype and a ton of fun to be had, or if it's something a little bit more low-key, like new items in the store and the Chinese New Year stuff that we saw within the past couple of days. And the chopper skin, we're always sure to go ahead and show off absolutely anything and everything that does get added in, whether it be a new location, new boss, new weapon, a little bit of shotgun rain to the blind one over there, and let's go. We got some hard mode items, we got some red tickets to turn in, and we got a raid to go on over after. Hopefully this red ticket crate decides to give us another C4, so we are even more prepared than ever before to have a little bit of fun and a bit of revenge, because we are in dire and desperate need of revenge, because this raid today is one of the revenge variety. But yeah, as soon as anything new does come out, we're always showing it off. If it's something from the store, we're always making sure, I don't care how ridiculous it might be, I'm always ready to drop some dollary dues on it so that I could show it off to you guys and you guys could see firsthand, yo, this is what it's like. Maybe I shouldn't, you know, think about investing dollary dues into that or nothing like that. So I don't mind taking any type of L, whether it be blowing through a ton of our loot to take down a boss and maybe show off, you know, what type of loot he drops, or like going through a new location, taking down new enemies, trying to get new loot, whatever I can do to go ahead and spread as much info to you guys in game and about upcoming updates and everything. You guys know I'm doing everything in my power to go ahead and do that, regardless of what pain it might bring to me or my wallet, or all the tears that might stream down my wallet's face. And I don't think my wallet has a face, which is what makes that statement even more disturbing, but that's besides the point. The point is, we turned in all of our stuff. We're starting to get kind of close to another floppy disk, but we do have a red ticket crate. I like red ticket crates. We are going to open up this red ticket crate. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way, no way. Let's freaking go, boys. That's what I like to see. A little bit of C4 to add. I was about to say odd on. I'm sorry, my brain's fried from literally the past 12 hours of homework I've been doing. It's been a struggle, boys and girls. I'm not gonna lie, but it's a struggle that we got through, and now we get to enjoy a little bit of last day action, have a super dope raid, and overall, just a fan-freaking-tastic time. And I might leave like this one little thing back there. We'll go ahead and whoop that on over there, free up a little bit of inventory room, and pick up a couple of those, and we got a nice little inventory of stuff to bring on home. Oh, and we still got the finger. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, today is going to be a loot-tastic type of day, especially because we have this raid after this as well. Boop. Don't mind me, just using a severed finger to gain fingerprint access and see what these secretive shelves have back here, because these shelves are usually pretty freaking decent, and I like decent things, and decent, baby. Nothing like a little bit of pistol drizzle, some aluminum plating, and some copper, which is, I feel like we usually get something like right around there, which, I mean, for what, a finger that we could usually get from a relatively easy military convoy event, that's some pretty dope loot that I could definitely get behind. But we are going to leave that for the time being. I will return. I'm not going to let that stuff go to waste, because I do want to pick up one other thing in the form of car air filters, because I also have some raiders waiting at home that I haven't paid for like the past couple of days, so they're kind of knocking on my doorstep like, Schmello, we're here, like, pay us for that raid we sent you on. So I do believe I need to pay them for that, and no better form of payment for a raider than that of air conditioners. Why? I don't know. Maybe the raiders live in the middle of the desert and they really need the car air filters. Maybe they live in the middle of San Francisco in peak smog season. I don't know, dude. All right. And we'll make a pit stop off to the airdrop and see if there's maybe anything extraordinary we could cop from here. And we could also go ahead and drop off the C4 into our motorcycle as well, which does bring our C4 supply up to a marvelous number 3. That's also another reason that this video is a little bit on the later side. I had to go ahead and stockpile on some C4, so we were prepared for whatever raid today did decide to throw at us. Like I'm saying, it's been a very hectic day. Again, I'm super sorry there's only one video going up today, but we will be going back to the 2 videos. We're going back to 7 days, 2 videos videos daily, 7 days to die being uploaded every other day. Shotgun rain. Goodbye to your thighs, toxic spitter. You don't need those. You might have been doing squats all day. All right, but them thunder thighs, they weren't ready for shotgun rain. That's even more deadly. And ooh, hello. Nothing like a machete, especially given the fact that we could upgrade that thing into the Godcheti, as we call it. The Godcheti, what's that? Oh, well, that's the active skill mod that, in combination with the bone handle, gives the machete 38 damage. And with the help of a little bit of a 20% melee boost from the healer, if we're extra lucky, that means that's a 45 damage melee weapon that attacks very quickly. That is like a dream scenario type of melee weapon. I'm a fan of it, and from what I've heard, you guys are fans of it as well. But yeah, make sure that notification bell is hit for, like I'm saying, all the info about those upcoming updates as soon as an update comes out, or even just something new comes like to the store, or even like a new type of thing secretly gets added to the game. Not necessarily an update, but anytime anything new is present, we're always covering it absolutely ASAP, so you guys are as prepared as can be for it. Not to mention, it's a great way to stay up to date with every single video y'all can enter on for that weekly giveaway, and of course all the other dope survival games going up on the channel as well. And there it is, the car air filter, the king of bribery. All right, if there's ever a shady politician you guys got to bribe in the real world for whatever reason, let me just say, you show them one of these puppies, all right, you'll have 10 politicians in your pocket, easy peasy. Let's go ahead and share that with the raider, and we're gonna call them back because they might have some quests we might be able to knock out and do a little bit of a double whammy during our own raid. So they will be coming on back. And what do you want? Duct tape, transistors, and rubber parts. I'll keep an eye out for those on my raid, Mr. Dealer, and maybe I'll make a pit stop afterwards. But for now, I gotta make a pit stop throughout all of the different loot compartments in our base to try and make room for all of these marvelous things we just picked up, and also put on. We don't need a full set of SWAT armor. We usually don't take that much damage during a raid. But we do need to prepare for that raid and make sure our inventory is prepped by being totally empty and having the hatchets that we need. So I'll talk to y'all in a sec. And okie dokie, guys. It's raiding time. Oh, it's raiding time. And from doing a little bit of research on this base, I think that these 4 iron hatchets should be enough for what we're looking to do. And ooh, before we skirt on out of this area, we should talk to these dudes. And okie dokie, we'll go ahead and try to visit some airdrops, make some iron, and do that other jazz, since we are still working our way back up to 4 skulls, a very necessary thing that we need to get done if we want to be capitalizing at our best probability on the free daily raids that we could potentially be seeing every single day. But for now, there's one raid on my mind, and ooh, Mr. Chopper event, maybe after this raid. We'll see, because I got some priorities right now, and they are very set. The sights are aimed on Pro Stop 4 IK, and hopefully, in case this is a base that you guys come across, you can take some notes and just kind of note where the valuables are and whatnot, because we should be ready to break into the goods, and we might not even need a C4 upon this base right here, which would be a rather a pleasant surprise. And oh baby, I don't think that we're gonna be needing it, boys. I think we will be A to the O to the K. So how we looking over here? Come on, let's freaking, oh, get out of your chopper. Oh, what is chopper? Calm yourself, buddy boy. There we go. So this is the oddest base I think I've ever come across, because it is 1/3 upgraded to steel. I don't know what this man is doing that this is even possible, but that's very odd. He doesn't even have like any parts upgraded to stone. He's got some okay stuff within here, but he doesn't really have any like parts of it upgraded to stone. It's literally all just going straight to steel in 1/3 of the base, which is not something you usually see. Hello, I will take that. I don't care if that's not something I usually see. I will take it to the bank, and I will take you guys to the grave. Specifically, the 6 feet under. Same with you, Flota Blotas. But it does appear that this is going to be an easy and a breezy type of raid, because there's not a lot to raid, and there's nothing up in here. I mean, we could go ahead and look around all these trees, all these rocks, but That's all that there are, dude. Trees and rocks besides the little starter base with the weirdest steel upgrade I've ever seen in the world. Like, okay. And then is that where he stores his good stuff? Guys, I think this is where he stores his good stuff. Just a little bit of a suspicion. God dang it, man. Well, I don't think we could get into there. Is there even a door? There's not even a door there. What is the purpose of this? You literally can't even get into here. Like, you can't even tear down the wall temporarily because, like, then it gets rid of all, like, whatchamacallit. Then you lose the wall and you have to build it back up. This is just a random metal 1x1. This is the most confusing base I've ever come across. There's a rock taking a shower, for Pete's sake. What is going on in this world? I don't know, but all that I know is that, am I chopping down the tree or the chest? All right, I'm chopping down the tree. God dang it. Let's chop down this chest now. This man has trees protecting his chests. Like, there's all the oddest stuff going on in the world, and an interesting choice of clothes. A thick jacket. Oh, that's a thick boy jacket and a couple of tactical caps. I don't really know what to say about this one. I'll collect a couple of things here. I'll pick up some pantalones too. Hard to go wrong with those, but there you guys have it. The raid in its entirety. I might actually pick up this hammer, by the way. Do want to make sure that we are stockpiled on those. I see you guys leaving comments, guys. Here's the thing. We have a ton of hammers back at home, so I don't prioritize them or anything, but I will be picking them up. No need to worry, but at times there are other things I'd like to prioritize, but nothing else in here worth prioritizing, so that's a no from me, my dude. What we do have in store, though, my dude, is a trip over to that shopper event to celebrate all of the goody good goods that we've gotten. What do I mean by that? Well, we're gonna celebrate by shooting them, all right? We're gonna shoot them at the people, unless it's that one event where we don't even need to shoot them. That'd be a pleasant surprise. We'll just go ahead and put that jazz away, and I mean, I'm just trying to walk out of here with, like, as much as we can, because there's not a lot in this base. This is just a weird base. That's all I could say. But hey, it's got a good choice in pants, so I'm a sucker for stylish pants. I'll take it straight to the bank, and I don't think the bank tellers would be complaining about this one, because usually when I use that phrase, take it straight to the bank, I'm talking about guns, and that would raise quite some ethical concerns. But pantalones, I don't really know if they'd let you deposit pants into a bank. I'm not a bank teller. I'm not a bankologist here. I don't know, the currency, like if you could loan out pantalones, what the interest rate would be. This is all above my pay grade, right? What's within my pay grade is pantalones are nice. And chopper events are even nicer. So let's go ahead and see what type of havoc we could wreak over here, and more specifically, which type of chopper event it's gonna be. And ooh, it's gonna be the one that I love, because it will bring to us a lot of good guns and potentially very good loot. Other than that, if we play our cards right, we can take out the shotgun guy before anything bad happens with him, and these guys are just gonna be donezo by the time they get a couple of shots off on us. And ooh, baby, and over a half a durability shotgun has been acquired. But while we go ahead and kind of clean up all the loot from here and try to make sure that we walk out of here as rich as could be, because this already may have been better than the raid we just went on, that's gonna go ahead and start bringing an end to this episode of Last Day on Earth Survival. Can't wait to hear what y'all got to say about that burglar update that we were talking about, and what you guys think around it. I think it's going to be implemented. You know, where we might be able to find these chests, whatever it might be. I'm looking forward to hearing about it in that comment section. And best of luck to you guys in that $25 iTunes/Play Store gift card giveaway as well. Best of luck to you guys and gals getting the chopper gas tank and joining the chopper squadron. Best of luck breeding your pup, getting the true friend perk, leveling up your own perks and skills, not to mention finding the very best blueprints and building up the very best attachments for the very best weapons that you got. Best of luck building up your base, going out on the dopest of raids, defeating all the bosses that the game has to throw at you, getting past the multiplayer wall, and most important of all, having yourselves an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic time all throughout. But that's gonna go ahead and do it for me. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one. I'll talk to you next one. See ya.